Picture this. It's 12:47 a.m. You're lying in bed, thumb swiping through faces, left, left, right, left. Each profile is a promise, a maybe, a what if. The world told you love was just a tap away, but here you are alone, chasing a flicker of dopamine every time your phone buzzes. Sound familiar? You match. You feel that little jolt. Maybe this one's different. You trade a few messages, maybe a joke, maybe a compliment. Then, silence. The conversation dies. Or worse, you get ghosted. Again. You try not to care, but you do. You always do. You close the app, but the emptiness lingers. You scroll through Instagram, see couples smiling, living the life you want. You wonder if you're the only one stuck in this loop. Here's the truth. Modern dating promised connection. The reality? It's a battlefield, and every swipe is a skirmish. But what if the game was never meant for you to win? Let's get real for a second. Strip away the apps, the screens, the endless profiles. Underneath it all, you're running on ancient software. Every man, every woman is hardwired by millions of years of evolution. Our ancestors didn't swipe. They met in small tribes, face to face, reading subtle cues, body language, tone, scent. Your brain is programmed for that world, not this one. You're fighting a war with Stone Age weapons. Every woman is programmed by her biological imperative to seek the highest value mate. Hypergamy isn't a choice. It's a survival mechanism. She's scanning for status, strength, security. Every man is driven by his own imperative, to compete, to prove his worth, to secure his legacy. But now, the battlefield has changed. The tribe is gone. The village is gone. You're up against thousands, maybe millions, all vying for the same attention. The rules of engagement have shifted, but your brain chemistry hasn't caught up. You're programmed to bond, to connect, to build. But the system rewards the opposite. Endless novelty, shallow interaction, emotional detachment. Let's get clinical for a moment. Your brain is a machine built for survival, not for swiping. The limbic system, the amygdala, the prefrontal cortex. These are ancient tools designed to help you read faces, sense danger, build trust. But now, those same tools are overwhelmed by the sheer volume of choice, the constant stimulation, the endless parade of faces. You're not broken. You're just outgunned. Let's talk about the mechanism, the emotional mechanism, the psychological trap. Every swipe, every match, every notification triggers a dopamine hit. Your brain lights up, chasing the next reward, the next validation. It's the same mechanism that keeps gamblers glued to slot machines. You're not looking for love, you're chasing a chemical high. This is the emotional mechanism at play. Intermittent reinforcement. Sometimes you get a match, sometimes you don't. Sometimes a conversation takes off, sometimes it fizzles. The unpredictability keeps you hooked, always coming back for more. But here's the catch, the paradox of choice. Too many options, and your brain short circuits. Decision fatigue sets in. You become anxious, dissatisfied, always wondering if there's someone better just one swipe away. You start to see people as profiles, not as humans. You become a product in a marketplace, judged by your photos, your bio, your stats. Your value is reduced to a number, a swipe, a fleeting impression. 3 behaviors you'll recognize. 1. Ghosting without guilt. You stop responding because there's always another match waiting. 2. Burnout from endless small talk. You're tired before you even meet. 3. Measuring your worth by digital validation. The number of likes, matches, or replies becomes your self-esteem. A friend of mine, let's call him Mark, spent 6 months on the apps. He matched with over 200 women. He went on 15 dates, not a single one led to a second. Each time he felt emptier, more disposable. He started to question if he was the problem, if he was fundamentally unlovable. And let's be honest, 200 matches, 15 dates, 0 callbacks. Bro had better stats than my fantasy football team and still lost. Lisa, a woman I know, told me she's been on 40 first dates in a year. She's numb. She says, "Every man is just another profile. I don't even remember their names." Brother, this is not connection. This is psychological warfare. You know the signs. You feel it in your bones. You're exhausted after a week of chatting, only to be ghosted. You go on a date, and it feels like a negotiation. Who pays? Who texts first? Who cares less? You catch yourself breadcrumbing, sending just enough attention to keep someone on the hook, but never committing. You start to notice patterns, emotional numbness. You stop getting excited about new matches. Cynicism. You assume every woman is playing a game, every man is just looking for a hookup. Transactional interactions. Dates feel like interviews, not connections. Tom, a 32-year-old engineer, told me he started to dread first dates. "It's like a job interview," he says. "I'm trying to impress, but I'm also trying not to care. I don't want to get hurt again." Emily, 28, says she stopped telling her friends about her dates. "It's embarrassing," she admits. "I feel like I'm failing at something everyone else seems to get right." These are the warning signs, my friend. The system is wearing you down, one swipe at a time. You see it in your friends, too. The endless cycle of hope and disappointment. The stories of ghosting, of being left on red, of feeling invisible. You hear the same complaints, the same frustrations, the same sense of defeat. This is the battlefield, my friend. And you're not alone in the trenches. Let's call it what it is, a rigged game. Dating app algorithms are designed to keep you swiping, not to help you find love. The longer you stay on the app, the more money they make. Your frustration is their profit. Tinder CEO probably has a yacht named Your Tears. Society's mixed messages. Be vulnerable, but never look weak. Never settle, but don't be picky. Have turned dating into a war zone. Everyone's confused, everyone's defensive, and everyone's exhausted. You're not failing, the system is. Let's break it down. Dating apps profit from your pain. The more you struggle, the more you swipe. Cultural narratives fuel distrust. Men are told women are gold diggers. Women are told men are predators. The market is flooded. Too many options, not enough real connection. A friend, Alex, deleted all his apps after realizing he was spending 3 hours a day swiping. "I wasn't even enjoying it," he says. "It was just a habit. I felt like a rat in a maze." Sophie, 35, says she's given up on dating altogether. "It's too much work," she says. "I'd rather be alone than play these games." You see it in the media too. The endless articles about the death of romance, the rise of situationships, the decline of marriage. You hear it in the conversations around you, the complaints, the cynicism, the resignation. You start to question if real connection is even possible, if love is just a myth, a story we tell ourselves to make sense of the chaos. You wonder if you're the only one who feels this way, if you're the only one who still believes in something more. But you're not alone. Every man, every woman is fighting the same battle. The system is broken, but you don't have to be. Eventually, something breaks. You become numb. You stop caring. You armor up, refusing to be vulnerable. Because every time you let your guard down, you get hurt. You start to question your own value. Are you not attractive enough? Not successful enough? You lose the ability to connect, to trust, to hope. This is the emotional destruction point, and it's where most men give up. Let's talk about the collapse. Emotional numbness. You stop feeling anything. Loss of intimacy. Genuine vulnerability becomes rare. People armor up emotionally. Identity crisis. You start to question who you are, what you want, if you're even capable of love. James, 29, says he stopped trying. I just don't care anymore, he admits. It's easier to be alone than to keep getting hurt. Rachel, 31, says she started to believe she's unlovable. I've been rejected so many times, I don't even try anymore. This is the cost of the modern dating war. The destruction isn't just emotional, it's existential. You start to withdraw from your friends, your family, your own life. You lose interest in the things that used to bring you joy. You become a spectator, watching life pass you by. You see it in your health too. The late nights, the anxiety, the depression. The endless cycle of hope and disappointment takes its toll. You start to wonder if it's worth it, if you're worth it. Rock bottom sucks, but it's also the perfect place to reload. Keep watching. You're not alone, brother. Every man, every woman has felt this pain. The system is designed to break you, to keep you chasing, never catching. But you don't have to let it win. Here's the bitter truth, brother. Modern dating is rigged against you. The system profits from your frustration, your loneliness, your endless swiping. No one is coming to save you. There is no perfect match, no magic app, no secret hack. You are alone in this war, and the sooner you accept that, the sooner you can start to win. Let's be clear. Every woman is playing the same game. She's just as lost, just as frustrated, just as tired. All men are competing in a market that doesn't care about them. Your value is determined by algorithms, not by your character. The system is designed to keep you chasing, never catching. Your pain is their profit. What I'm about to tell you is uncomfortable, but necessary. You are not special. You are not owed love. The world doesn't care about your loneliness. But that doesn't mean you have to surrender. You have a choice. You can keep playing the game, hoping for a different result. Or you can step back, take control, and redefine what winning means to you. You can choose to build yourself, to focus on your own growth, your own happiness, your own life. You can choose to stop chasing validation, to stop measuring your worth by someone else's standards. You can choose to be the man you want to be, not the man the world tells you to be. But there is a way out. Radical self-ownership. You set the rules. You decide your value. You stop chasing validation and start building yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally. Delete the apps for 30 days. Cold turkey. Watch how fast your head clears. Detachment from outcome. You go on dates, not to win or lose, but to learn, to grow, to connect. You refuse to let the game define your worth. Next date, you go on, decide beforehand. I'm just gathering data, not auditioning. Authenticity as armor. You show up as yourself, flaws, scars, and all. You reject the script. You seek real connection, even if it means fewer matches. Replace your bio with the most embarrassing true story you have. Watch the right people light up. Strategic withdrawal. Sometimes the only way to win is to walk away, to step back from the battlefield, to heal, to rediscover who you are outside the game. Book one solo trip or hobby class this month where phones are banned. Mike, 34, deleted all his apps and started focusing on his passions: music, fitness, travel. He met someone at a concert, not through a screen. It felt real, he says. I wasn't trying to impress anyone. I was just being myself. Another. Anna, 27, stopped dating for a year. She focused on her career, her friends, her own growth. When she came back, she was different. Stronger, more confident, less desperate. Brother, the war is real, but you don't have to lose your soul to win. So here's your orders, soldier. Close this video. Delete one dating app right now. Go lift, read, build, live. When you become the prize, the right person doesn't swipe. They stop scrolling and stare. I'll see you on the other side. But here's the twist nobody tells you, the part the dating gurus skip because it doesn't sell courses. Once you pull yourself out of this dopamine casino, something inside you wakes up. At first it feels weird, like stepping out of a loud club into cold night air. Everything gets quiet, too quiet. You won't know what to do with that silence, but stay there for a moment. Breathe. That quiet is your brain rebooting after years of static. You'll notice small things first. Your attention comes back. Your mood stops swinging like a pendulum. Your sleep gets deeper. Your self-talk gets kinder. You start feeling like yourself again. Not the version molded by apps, but the version you actually were before the world started demanding performance from you. And slowly, painfully, honestly, you realize you weren't looking for love. You were looking for relief. You were looking for someone to soothe a wound you never treated. Someone to validate a self-worth you never built. Someone to pick you because you never picked yourself. That's the dark truth. But dark truths set you free. Because the moment you accept that, you stop outsourcing your value. You stop trying to earn affection like it's a trophy. You stop shrinking yourself to fit someone's preferences. You stop twisting your personality just to avoid silence on a chat screen. Instead, you grow, you build, you start treating yourself like someone worth investing in, not someone waiting to be picked up off a dating shelf. And when that shift happens, bro, your entire energy changes. You talk differently. You walk differently. You carry yourself like a man who doesn't beg for attention. He attracts it by existing. You become the kind of person who doesn't chase connection. He creates it naturally. But here's where it gets crazy. The moment you stop needing people, people start needing you. You become rare in a world addicted to validation. You become grounded in a world overloaded with noise. Women sense it instantly. They feel that calm. They notice that presence. They spot that stability the way thirsty travelers spot water in a desert. Because confidence isn't muscles or money or status. Confidence is self-sufficiency. Confidence is, I want you here, but I don't need you here. That's the energy that rewrites the whole game. And here's the final plot twist. Real connection doesn't come when you're chasing it. It comes when you're busy living a life so full, so aligned, so intentional that the right person has to level up just to stand beside you. So yeah, delete the apps. Step off the battlefield. Let the system spin without you. Build your world. Build your peace. Build your identity so strong that love becomes a byproduct, not a lifeline. Because the truth is, you don't find love. You become someone love finds. And when it does, it hits differently. It lasts longer. It feels real. See you when you're ready to rebuild, not as a soldier, but as the man who rewrites the whole war.